International governments have issued warnings over the Internet Explorer bug and say that hackers have already exploited it. Joining me in studio is our tech expert Duncan, who's going to unpack all of this for us. Duncan, what does this mean?
Well, essentially it means use your common sense. There is no browser that is perfect. Most browsers though, Chrome, Firefox, Opera even, they warn you when you click on a site that is a fraudulent site. This is what a phishing attack is.
Right.
So if you have your banking website and you get the link in an email or something like that and you click on it, 9 out of 10 times that's going to be a fraudulent site.
Right.
And that's what hackers use, or criminals I should say, use to try and get your username and password and steal money out of your account. IE doesn't do that, and because it doesn't do that, it potentially allows criminals to steal your banking or your financial account information. Advice that we've been giving people for a long time is use your common sense, right? No bank sends your account verification via email. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And these scams do the rounds, and criminals are very clever at making the fraudulent site look almost exactly like the original.
So it's not an actual bug in Internet Explorer, it's just the software?
It's kind of a lack of one layer of security.
Okay.
But I would position, my position though is that no matter what security you have, a lot of criminals who hack computer systems exploit human behavior. So you'll get a mail that will say something along the lines of, your bank has an unauthorized payment, click here to log in and return the payment. And so people click, they don't look at the URL, they go and they put in their username and their address, and within 10 minutes they can lose all the money in their accounts.
Wow. So I know that they've said that they're working on fixing this bug that's affecting Internet Explorer versions 9 through 11.
Yeah.
So they're not. Are they just going to add kind of that verification step that Firefox?
What you want the website to do is you want it to have an anti-phishing software. So the website is meant to recognize that, hey, this is a phishing site. For example, it says, for say First National Bank, for example, but it's taking you to some Russian payment website or something like that.
This seems like common sense to me.
It does seem like common sense, but unfortunately what's happening, you see, there's a lot of people who are using really old computers with old software. I mean, half of the people who use computers in Africa, for example, are still using Windows XP. And also a lot of people are using browsers that are not updated. And so there's a lot of ignorance as well as new people go online. And so they're unaware about these security risks, and unfortunately they do get taken. People who've been online for some time are generally more clued up on the risks associated with clicking on links.
All right, so should everyone who's using Internet Explorer switch to a different browser, or should they continue using it? What's your recommendation?
Well, more power to them if they use an Internet Explorer, right? So for those 26% of people who are using IE, they're probably aware already about the browser shortcomings. I wouldn't recommend that they switch. I would recommend that anybody who uses any browser takes some common sense precautions. The worst thing you can do, regardless of whatever browser you're using, is to say, we don't have any security problems on this browser. That's the worst thing you can do, because that's exactly when you're going to get taken.